Hey guys, Crypto Minimalist here. This video is a presentation on what I am doing in the first 30 days with my PulseChain holdings, namely PLS, PulseX, and ERC20s, most notably HEX and its counterpart PHEX. What this video is not is an answer as to which coin or token is the best, proper bag ratios, or if you should trade one for the other. I will perhaps cover topics like those in other videos, so stay tuned and please subscribe. We are about to experience one of the most exhilarating times of our crypto lives. My wish is for everyone watching to make mad gains while at the same time keeping your bag safe. Many of us are going to make a lot of money soon, yet many are going to get wrecked from FOMO, over trading, and not understanding impermanent loss. And now, here are my PulseChain day 1 through 30 strategies. Starting off with Pulse, I think this is the easiest play in the PulseChain ecosystem. The price appreciation initially of Pulse is going to be so great that all you really have to do is sit on your hands and do nothing. Just watch that price shoot up. You're not going to need any yield to make any money here. If Pulse hits a 100x early on, it's not really going to matter. So the simplest strategy is to stake and chill. You won't have to worry about impermanent loss through liquidity providing. You may look at the PulseX exchange and see the really high APYs and be tempted to pair Pulse with PulseX, stablecoin, or whatever catches your eye. But I'm not going to be taking that chance. I'm going to delegate my Pulse to earn the staking rewards. Now, I want to warn you, if you're expecting juicy Pulse rewards, you may be disappointed, especially early on, because there's not going to be nearly as much volume, creating fees to be distributed to stakers. We're probably talking well under 1%. I'm going to show you a tweet. PulseChain staked 177 million PLS in the testnet and only ended up receiving about 4 test pulse per day. That's like a tenth of a cent off of a 177 million stake, and that sacrifice price would have been about 15,000 US dollars. Don't let this discourage you though. There's no doubt about it. Pulse is going to come out hot to start, and I don't recommend risking your Pulse to try and earn a higher yield by either trading to PulseX. You may be tempted by the much higher rewards I think we'll see out of PulseX, and we'll go over that next. I highly recommend to not even think about pairing your PLS with another token. Next we have PulseX, and I'm very excited to see how this plays out. I don't think anybody has truly any idea what exactly we're going to see from PulseX. It's just so beautifully designed. The tokenomics are fantastic. There's going to be all sorts of plays here. But like with Pulse, I think the safest and best play for most of us will just be to stake PLSX. PLX will have one-sided staking, so you're not going to have to put it up to pair it with another token to provide liquidity. In the testnet, it was PRT coin that you'll receive as a reward. The thing about staking PulseX that has me the most excited was the APR, which I usually saw hovering between like 25 and 40%. This screenshot, it was at 38%. And that is an incredible passive income opportunity. You don't have to risk your PLSX to impermanent loss, and you can just print that yield to reinvest back into PLSX, take profits, or buy another token with it. There's going to be a lot of options here. And lastly, we'll end with the ERC20 tokens. As you know, after the snapshot, all of these tokens you have in your wallet are going to be copied over onto the PulseChain. And you're going to have 2 versions, the Pulse version and the Ethereum version. And this is going to create a very interesting dynamic. Because, as Richard Hart says, never before in crypto have you been given the other half of the liquidity pair for free. In every other DeFi protocol, you have to bring equal value on both sides of the pairs. Now, because of Hart's law, this could be a fantastic opportunity to provide liquidity on the PulseX exchange. If you don't know, Hart's law, created by Richard Hart himself, states, cryptocurrency prices go up and down with Bitcoin's price because they're bonded by the liquidity in their trading pairs. For instance, in the case of Ethereum, the ETH BTC pair since they're literally interchangeable with each other. When one gains value, both do. So what this means is when you take one of your Ethereum tokens that already has a pre-established dollar value and pair it with the PulseChain copy that's going to launch at 0 value, that copy is going to be incentivized to rise up towards the Ethereum copy. So while on PulseChain we may start at 0, these new tokens could quickly rise in price, especially the Richard Hart projects like HEX and even a coin like Hedron. Now, I don't plan on matching up my copies right away because I think there's a much greater chance when we look at PHEX, it's going to rise in value against, and EHEX may even lose value as the two trading pairs are trying to bond together. What I think is going to happen is there's going to be a lot of volatility early on. So I'm going to watch for the first 30 days. And once those prices start to stabilize, I'm going to consider pairing my two copies up to earn incentive token as a reward. Once the Pulse and Ethereum versions stabilize, because of Hart's law, at that point I think they'll both start to rise and fall together. So the risk of impermanent loss will not be as great, and you can more safely earn your reward. If you provide liquidity too early, I think you may end up with mostly just one version of the token, and it will be the one that didn't go up as high in price. So that's my plan for the first month of PulseChain. My strategy is, number one, to protect my coins so I can realize 100% of the price appreciation of Pulse, PulseX, and the ERC20 tokens I hold. The gains, especially in the first 6 months, are going to be more than enough for you to make a lot of money. So there's no need to take any great risks here. I wish you luck with the upcoming PulseChain launch. Hopefully it's here before we know it, and enjoy the rest of your day.
We're just up and to the right.